Hey everybody, welcome. This is No Bones About Wrestling, and I am one of your co-hosts for the evening, Asa. How's it going? Waiting for Dynamite to start. I'm going to be joined by K Fabulous and hopefully Dylan and Wolf. And what do we got tonight? There was a blizzard in Omaha, Nebraska, so some people had trouble traveling, but I read Dave Meltzer reported everyone got there, and John Moxley reportedly drove 11 hours to get to the show. Hey, what's up, Eric? Um, but yeah, everybody's there. We got John Moxley defending the world title against Adam Copeland in a no holds barred match. We've got Will Ospreay versus AR Fox, which will probably be the match of the night. We've got Mercedes Moné defending the TBS title against Billy Starks. We've got a four-way for number one contendership to Kenny Omega's international title. We got some other stuff. We got another women's match. I think Megan Bayne versus Chris Statlander, and that may be it. I feel like I'm leaving off a match. But sounds like a great card to me. Sounds like a pay-per-view quality card. I mean, really. Um, I forget who's in that four-way, but should be interesting. I know Mike Bailey's in it. I think Orange Cassidy's in it, and two more people. Maybe Ricochet. I think Ricochet's in it. Can't remember the last guy. Um, yeah, sounds like a great show. Um, so yeah. Eric says, yeah, two tapings tonight. They're doing Dynamite live, and then they're doing a collision taping. Willie says, I bet the former WWE superstar is going to win the world title match. I wouldn't be surprised. I think, yeah, we might have a new world champion tonight after Copeland losing at the pay-per-view. So we'll see. Like I said, sounds like a great card to me. And some AEW news today. Sting, they were wanting WWE was, or Lex Luger at least was wanting Sting to induct him into the WWE Hall of Fame, but it looks like because of his AEW contract, Sting will probably not induct Luger. Hopefully, they find some way around that and can maybe agree because that would be appropriate. But yeah, that's what's up today. Um, so I think the show is getting ready to start here. And there's the snow. Still snowing there. But like I said, supposedly everyone got there who has a match scheduled, so that's nice. Maybe we'll get to see the world title belt. I don't know.
Keep dreaming, keep
I
dreaming.
haven't seen it in months. And that disembodied voice is K Fabulous, who's joining us soon. And as I said, hopefully, where's Kate? Did she turn heel on us? No, she's here. She's right beside me.
Yeah.
She's joining. Did you share the thing? Okay.
Yeah, I just finished.
And hopefully Wolf and Dylan are joining us. I invited them, so we'll see. I think Dylan, I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully they join us as well. And I think we're starting with the international number one contender match here. I believe so.
Hey guys.
And there's K Fabulous. Don't the boxes look small to you?
Yeah, they're the wrong side. I'm fixing it right now.
Oh, okay.
Did they update recently? That's not where it used to be.
I don't know. Yeah, it's under style.
Yeah, I know. I looked there. I didn't see it. Oh, there we go.
It's Wednesday night. You know what that means. That's right, Johnny. AEW Dynamite time. Oh, yeah. Spring starts tomorrow. That's nice.
Oh, finally. Two of the best days of the year is the winter solstice, because it means the days are finally going to start getting longer instead of shorter. And then spring, because that means my friend the sun is returning.
So on Cops today, I watch Cops all the time. Then we have a 24/7 Cops channel. It's on Roku on Pluto TV if you're interested in Cops. Anyways, I saw this chick and she had a tattoo above her tits and it said "Evil Goddess," but it was spelled Godess. So goddess is spelled Goddess. So people, if you get a tattoo, do a little spell check first. You know, it doesn't. It takes 5 seconds.
It's my favorite
That's
thing
embarrassing.
to see misspelled tattoos, though.
I feel so bad for the people.
I think so.
Oh, Mark Davis is in the match. Johnny says, "Who's taking the pin? Orange Cassidy or Mark Davis?" I'm gonna say Mark Davis. Yeah. Everything wrestling switch there. Hey Bones crew, let's go. What's up, man? Is Ricochet the fourth? Do you remember? Feel like Ricochet is the fourth.
I don't remember.
Oh, did they say? Oh no, no. That I forget. They call them eliminator matches. That's so weird. It sounds like elimination match, you know.
Hmm.
But I think it's just one fall. Willie's saying the saddest thing about a misspelled tattoo is somebody paid money for that. Exactly. They didn't spell check it. The artist didn't spell check it. Just irresponsible. Ah, Johnny says, yeah, Ricochet is the last guy. Yeah, here he comes. In that robe still he has.
That's a new robe.
Is it?
Yeah. Swerve and Prince Nana took back the other one. It was blue with like gold trim going down the sides and a giant R on the back of it.
And he beat Katsuyori Shibata to get into this match, did Ricochet. So I felt like Ricochet is winning. But I don't know. Are we going to see Swerve Strickland interfere? You know, he's the kind of face that would interfere. I don't know who else
I more
wins.
see him coming out if Ricochet has like a tantrum afterwards,
Yeah.
like starts going after someone.
Hey, what's up, Antonio? Wednesday night AEW Dynamite, friend. Yeah, man. Ready. Mark Davis going to take a lot of losses this year, says Johnny, which is a shame. I like Mark. Well, I like everybody in this match, honestly.
I'm glad they're at least giving him matches so he can kind of get his groove back.
His groove back?
Yeah.
Like Stella?
Yeah.
All right. I kind of feel like Speedball Mike Bailey has a chance too and do Omega versus Bailey. I don't know.
Oh my God. I think that's what they're going to do. That's the best idea.
Oh, and Johnny says Swerve worried about Moxley instead of Ricochet. That's a good call. And Johnny says Moxley attacked him on Collision. Yeah, I forgot Collision. I forgot everything that happened on it, honestly. That's why I write things down. Because I have a terrible memory. I remember I was not a big fan of Collision this week, but
yeah, that's not very good.
No. But that's all I remember.
I'm sure that's the impression Tony wants you to leave with, you know?
Yeah. So here we go. Should be a good match. We got a bunch of good matches. 4-way lockup? That's stupid.
Put them in your pockets. Do it, Orange. No.
Oh, nope. And Johnny's saying it's too early for Mike Bailey to be in a title match. Pish Posh.
Wasn't like Okada's first match in AEW a title match, and same thing with Mercedes.
I don't recall.
I think they were. I mean, like as an official part of AEW, as far as Okada goes.
I don't recall.
I'm right.
Look at Mike Bailey. That
I think-
motherfucker's amazing.
I'd like to reduce my self confidence in being right by like 10%.
About what?
About whether Okada's first match
Oh.
once you joined AEW was a title match.
Oh, here we go.
Yes, do battle.
So who are you for in this match? I'm for either Cassidy or Ricochet.
I'm for either Mike Bailey or Ricochet.
Johnny says you are correct. Okada's first match was for the, I believe, the Continental
Yeah.
title, and he won it.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness. Nice. This match is already pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can we just get rid of the other two guys and just watch those two wrestle?
no. Well, why would you want to do that?
No, it's joking.
And Okada and Monet won belts in their debuts.
hmm
Oh, good call. Oh my God. Mike Bailey is something else.
That was awesome.
That was amazing. He is amazing. We got to see him wrestle in November.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I forget who he wrestled, but we got to see him.
I'm going to guess Matt.
Was it Matt Riddle?
Riddle.
It was Matt Riddle.
Yeah.
You remember who won? I don't remember who won.
Mike Bailey won, I think.
Mike Bailey won. I
Barely
think that may be right. That was a good match. That, and we saw Zilla Fatu versus White Mike. There's another. Oh, no. There's not another one. Oh, shit.
My God.
Oh, my God.
If he breaks him, I will be very upset.
Oh, man. Switch says, I can see Ricochet winning. I think Ricochet and Kenny can have a good feud. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of feeling is Ricochet wins. Yeah. I would love to see Omega versus Ricochet.
I would too. I just want to see something surprising, like on AEW.
Yeah. Somebody today was commenting to one of my posts and they said AEW needs more chaos.
Yeah.
And I think that's a good way to put it.
Mhm.
You know, AEW needs more unpredictable things happening. Johnny says Bailey versus Riddle in an MAA style match would be great. Yeah, I think Riddle would whoop his ass though, honestly. And Faz B, what's up? Says the matches announced today feels like old school AEW again. Yeah, I agree. It's a great card.
Yeah.
Where's Wolf and our unpredictable friend Dylan? I've invited them. I think Wolf will be here at some point. Dylan, I'm not so sure about. He's still kind of under the weather, honestly. So I'm not sure how much he's doing these days, but we'll see. Hopefully he shows up.
Yeah. Or I can be Wolf and you can be Dylan.
No. I don't have any sunglasses
Oh.
to do Dylan or scarf.
But you
near.
do have such a great New York accent, you know.
Hey, let's go to a Broadway show. Pizza and whatnot.
You think Dylan is going to say the phrase, let's go to a Broadway show?
Hey, steam coming out of the sewer. Hey. Alleyways full of steam there. And heroin addicts in the alleys. And bins of toxic waste there.
Are
Hey.
you basing that on Jason?
Friday the 13th part 8. Yes. Thank God his taxes are done. Yes. I finished his taxes. Willie says what AEW needs the most is to find a way out of the Death Riders storyline. Well, if you've noticed, the Death Riders are off TV. It's just been Moxley lately, so maybe that's their way out. Just make them disappear. And Johnny says this Saturday, Daniel defending the TNT title against Adam Cole. Oh, that sounds nice. And Linda, that's my mom, says, I love to hear Dylan. Yeah, we all do.
Mhm.
And Faz B says, what do you think of JD from New York getting kicked out of a Monet match at GCW? I heard about it, but I don't know what happened. But that guy seems like a dick every time I see him saying things. So I guess it's not surprising. And Johnny says, that chopped cheese is so good. It makes you want to stop your family. Makes you want to slap your family. Oh, New York voice. That chopped cheese is so good. Makes you want to slap your family there, your familia. And that brioche. And the mozzarella.
That's I like brioche bread.
And Switch says, off subject a little, but our company is in the midst of writing a horror movie. Might need some input from y'all. Hey, that'd be cool. I'd love to get some input. Just ask. Yeah. The Death Riders have to defend those trios titles. Apparently not, Johnny. I don't know. And Faz B says, I have a feeling Moxley's going to get replaced by someone for the Death Riders. Interesting. Well, what I read is John Moxley drove 11 hours to be at the show tonight, so I don't know about that. We'll see.
You can
Nelson
say,
Kelso,
you can
how
say-
goes it? What's up, man?
you can say a lot of unkind things about Moxley and like whether you like him or not, but as far as his dedication to the company,
Yeah.
I think he's like
He's the man.
top. Yeah.
He's the man, yeah. He's the top guy in the company. As he should be. He's been great for them.
Like all those times he like moved his vacation to like keep the show going.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people wouldn't have done that.
I think the top guy is either he or Omega, you know.
Mhm.
Right now it's definitely Moxley.
Yeah.
And Willie saying Moxley has claimed the Death Riders is his magnum opus. Huh, I did not hear that.
Interesting.
I like the storyline. I know it hasn't been the most creative thing in the world, but I think the group they put together is awesome. You know, Cesaro, Yuta, Moxley, Pac. That's an awesome team.
Marina
Shafir, right? And Faz B saying Moxley is going to get edged from the Judgment Day. What?
What happened to Edge from the judge?
Oh, I see.
Judgment Day
I
show.
see. And Johnny says, how would you rank Seth, Roman, and Moxley? Moxley number 1, Seth number 2, Roman number 3. As far as ability.
I'm going Seth 1, Moxley 2, Roman 3.
But they're all good, you
Yeah.
know. I used to hate Roman Reigns, but he's improved a lot, I think. So they're all 3 are good.
Well, like everyone hated him, and then
Yeah.
he got cancer. And when he came back, was a face, which was so much better for him than being a heel.
Yeah.
And people like fell in love with him, and then he got the
Is the dog
title
dead?
and like never wrestled ever again for 100 years.
Is the dog dead?
Right.
Oh, she's
alive.
She's alive. Whew.
She was going to the vet today, and she had to take some medicine, and she's still under the influence of it.
Her eyes are all glassy. It's okay, baby. Go back to sleep. It's okay.
Yeah, I kind of thought that this was going to be Moxley's like bowing out of full-time wrestling when this ends. My only basis for that is he said at one point, like a few years ago, that his doctors like are telling him he has like the body of like an 80-year-old man.
Yeah.
And he has a kid now, and so I feel like
Which wrestling is tough.
Yeah.
And when I was the brief time I was in wrestling school, I went home hurting every time. That's for
Mhm.
sure. I mean, that shit takes a toll on your body, definitely. Nelson Kelso's asking, speaking of those 3, were you guys watching when the Shield debuted? I remember it being fun. I was not watching.
Yeah.
I started watching again in like 2015 after not watching for quite a few years. And Johnny saying that year-long title reign helped Roman big time. Definitely, yeah. I mean, he's like a legend now. And Switch saying Paul Heyman helped Roman for sure. And maybe we're about to see Heyman turn on Roman. That's the feeling a lot of people are getting, you know, and go with CM Punk and Wolf, who has the scripts. predicted CM Punk is going to win. Cena is going to win at WrestleMania, and then CM Punk as a face will win the world title at SummerSlam. So I've learned not to doubt Wolf.
Yeah, but
if he says something, it's usually true.
If Heyman goes with Punk, wouldn't Punk turn heel?
Yeah, that's a good call. Maybe Cena turns face again. I don't know. That's what Wolf said. So I'm going with it.
I mean, I haven't watched any of it, so I can't really talk. But it just seems odd to make Cena a heel and it be like such a big deal and shocking everyone, and then like a month later go back.
Well, not a month.
2 months. 2 months later.
Well, SummerSlam's 4 months.
Oh, I thought you said WrestleMania. I'm sorry.
It's 4 months after WrestleMania.
Okay.
So, and we already got a month till WrestleMania now.
Yeah, I thought you said.
And he turned in February, so
yeah,
that'll be around 5 months as a heel. Look at that. That was amazing. I've seen some awesome things in this match, that's for sure. While we're here, let's do the t-shirt check. Okay, what have you got going?
I'm gonna stand up. I have Harley Graham.
Oh, it's not Harley Graham. She doesn't have the hologram mask.
I'm sorry, then I'm wrong. I have Feel the Wrath. Feel the Wrath. He has a hologram shirt, and I was getting them mixed up in my brain, which is.
Oh yeah, I don't know where that is. It's got to be somewhere.
Probably.
And I've got my Bryan Danielson American Dragon shirt, which I love. That's one of my favorite AEW shirts.
That was in the pack, right?
That was in the AEW Elite crate.
Yeah.
That is not a paid advertisement, but I would recommend getting it. It's awesome. And you get 2 exclusive shirts every month. Or not every month. Every time they send it to you.
4 times a year.
Yeah, 4 times a year. And a bunch of other stuff. Usually you get a signed autograph, too.
Every time.
I'm not sure if it's every time.
It is every time. It's listed on the website as what comes in the crate.
This one, oh no, that didn't come in it.
No, that was from.
None of these came in it. Yeah, never mind. Bailey almost won it there over Cassidy. Oh, Blue Thunder Bomb. Bailey going to the top.
I love a Blue Thunder Bomb. I don't know why, it's just so fun.
What are we going to see? Shooting Star? It's very close. Looking dangerous. What are we going to see? Yep, Shooting Star. Oh my God. Man, Bailey is crazy good.
Oh no. Oh, that sounded like it hurt.
Oh, yes. Great match. I'm not usually a big fan of multi-person matches, but
this one's been working.
Yeah. Man, I'm so tired. I woke up like 5 minutes. Oh, another Shooting Star. I woke up like 5 minutes before the show tonight. Had to get up super early and go to the fucking DMV. That was a bummer. Not fun at all. I had no fun at all. Wesley Willis. He was a singer, like
I know who that
Daniel Johnston kind of thing.
So Rock and Roll McDonald?
Yeah. Rock and Roll McDonald's. Eric Tate saying good match. Yeah, great match, I'd say, so far. Seeing some wild moves. Except for Mark Davis. Except that power bomb on the apron.
I will say he was in exactly the right spot to take that move Ricochet was doing. Catch him, make sure he was on his feet, and make it look like he was getting knocked down. So I found that impressive, even though it wasn't offense on his part.
Bailey landed right on his head on that clothesline. Switch of everything wrestling saying it looks like we're going to get a few multi-man and women matches for WrestleMania. Yeah, definitely. For people to be on the card, yeah. And Eric, do you think Cena will turn face at WrestleMania? I feel like not at WrestleMania, but like Wolf predicted, sometime before SummerSlam, yeah. Like I said, I've learned not to doubt Wolf. He's very good at predicting WWE and AEW for that matter. He's the best of us at predicting things for sure.
I would like to disagree with that.
No, he's the predictions champion.
Just because we keep tying. I had 100%.
I know what to tell you.
I just
Johnny asks, better theme, the Final Countdown or Flight of the Valkyrie? Oh, man.
Final Countdown.
Final Countdown.
Hands down, Final Countdown.
Yeah.
I mean, both songs are good, but that's like...
They're great. Both songs are great.
Yeah.
Great themes. It's very close on that.
You can get like crowd involvement with Final Countdown that you don't get with Flight of the Valkyrie.
Right.
Ricochet. Tremendous job there getting rid of Orange Cassidy.
Mike Bailey looks like a computer generated character to play in a fighting game. Like that is like if someone like stepped out of Mortal Kombat, like that is what they would look like.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
Maybe Street Fighter.
Oh, Street Fighter is what I'm thinking of. Street Fighter, sorry guys. Street Fighter 2 is what I meant.
Mortal
because,
Kombat.
as we all know, Street Fighter, not a popular game.
Right. Street Fighter 2 or 3, very popular games. Oof. I like 2 the best, but there are a lot of people who like 3 the best. 3 has reversals and stuff, so the fighting system is deeper. But I like the simplicity of 2. That's one of the best games. Oh, fuck.
Nuh-uh.
That's one of the best games ever made.
Okay. They tricked me for a second.
Top 10 game. Switch saying, I've never seen Speedball, but like his in-ring selling. Yeah, he's great.
He's awesome.
He's great at everything. Oh,
well, we haven't heard him talk.
Right. I mean, in-ring.
In-ring,
yeah. Selling and his offense. Look at that. Oh! Nelson Kelso, Mark Davis versus Zangief. Zangief would dominate with the big jumping, spinning pile driver. That's a devastating move. That'll drain like half your health. Close to it. But it's tough. It's tough to get that close to people. You got to really be good with Zangief. Oh! Ricochet wins it.
No, it's a tie, so we're going to see another match for that.
Oh, you think so? Maybe these two continue.
Oh, please make it happen.
Street Fighter 2, I like Ryu or Ryu, however you pronounce it. I like him, Ken, or, practically the same. Or maybe exactly the same. I like those two. I like Blanca with the electricity. I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, I think so. I like Guile.
I was going to say and Ricochet. It's going to be a...
Oh.
What's that called? I know I'm not supposed to say 3-way. What is it called?
Triple threat match.
Triple threats. I'm okay with that.
Great match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this was pretty cool.
So just a note, AEW Weekly is tomorrow, Thursday at 6 p.m. And at 7:50, we are watching, our Thursday retro watch along. We're watching WCW Uncensored 1995, the first uncensored, where almost all the matches are gimmick matches, maybe all of them. And no titles are on the line, I don't think, because all the matches are unsanctioned because they're so dangerous. It's got Dustin Rhodes versus the Blacktop Bully on the back of a moving 18-wheeler. It's got the Nasty Boys versus Harlem Heat. I believe a Falls Count Anywhere match. I can't remember anything else on the card, but those two matches are good. It's a great, great show. Switch saying, now that is a 3-way match I'm hyped to see. Hell yeah. Willie saying, Ricochet's feet were on the ropes. That's an illegal pin. You should not be allowed to win the match. But the referee didn't see it, so it's not illegal. Everything wrestling sounds like a Dusty pay-per-view. I'm not sure who was in charge in 95. You may be right there. Maybe Dusty.
Do you really think you can beat this version of Ken Omega?
Would you grab my phone,
Mhm.
please? Yeah, I'm gonna see what the WCW Uncensored 95 card is exactly.
Cody believed in himself at the youngest possible age. People who may know he wants the opportunity to make his own mistakes. He's going to end up making it. That's when black him off. It's one of the most popular stories in sports history.
All right, we got King of the Road match on the back of the moving 18-wheeler. Dustin Rhodes versus Blacktop Bully. We have a martial arts match with Sonny Ono as the special referee. Ming versus Hacksaw Jim Duggan. We have a boxer versus wrestler match. Johnny B. Bad with Rock Finnegan taking on Arn Anderson with Colonel Robert Parker. We have a singles match. Avalanche, who's better known as Earthquake, taking on Macho Man Randy Savage. We have a singles match. Sting versus Big Bubba Rogers. Those two might be no DQ. I forget. We have a Falls Count Anywhere match. Harlem Heat with Sister Sherry versus the Nasty Boys. And we have a leather strap match. Hulk Hogan, accompanied by the Renegade, taking on Vader, accompanied by Ric Flair.
And that's the strap match.
It's a leather strap match, yes.
I
So
can't.
you're
I can't.
tied together with a leather strap, and then you have to drag your opponent to all four corners of the ring to win.
I can't imagine what Hogan's strap shots look like if they're anything like his chair shots.
So it was a well received pay per view. It got a 0.96 pay per view buy rate. And Tony Schiavone and Bobby Heenan are the commentators, so that's going to be great. It's going to be fun. And Willie saying Uncensored was not a great show. I disagree, Willie. There's some stinkers on there. There's a couple, but I thought it was unique. I really like it. Switch saying Dustin and Big Top got fired because of that match. I believe that's true. Yeah, because I think they both bled and they weren't supposed to, something like that. And Blacktop Bully, better known as Barry Darso, or Smash, or Repo Man, or he had some other gimmicks too, I think. Hole in One Barry Darso.
Did he dress as a golfer?
Yeah, he was a golfer. And Eric saying the road match was taped, yeah. And also Kelso saying when I think of Harlem Heat with Sherry, I just remember Booker T's botched promo where Booker called Hogan, yeah, he called him the N-word.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
And immediately he was like, "Oh my God, what have I done?" Yeah, and Sherry was just trying to console Booker T. Oh, got the Hurt Syndicate here. Willie saying he was also known as a Russian sympathizer known as Crusher Khrushchev. Yeah, I knew I left a couple out there. Good call. Barry Darso had a lot of gimmicks.
Understand for us, it's not personal. It's strength. You would like an opportunity to face the syndicate for the tag team championships. Seems like the most indestructible team I've ever seen. I'd like to put everyone on notice.
Been running through everyone. And Nelson Kelso saying Macho Man versus Earthquake. That's an interesting one. Yeah, I agree. Like I said, I think it's a neat show. There's a couple, like Johnny B. Bad and Anderson isn't going to be good.
Which Anderson? Arn?
Arn Anderson. Well, it's a boxer versus wrestler match.
Oh.
Might be good, but I don't. It doesn't sound good to me. Everything Wrestling Switch saying, could you see MJF joining MVP? I've heard that rumor. I like MJF on his own, but I can't see it, honestly. It doesn't seem like a good fit.
Because one of them's going to not talk or talk less if they get together, and they're both so good at it. I mean, MVP is a little rambly.
Yeah.
But says MJF at times.
Here-
Less than MVP, but.
Yeah, we got 4-belt Mercedes Moné defending the TBS title now. And Willie talking about the King of the Road match, saying there was blood in the King of the Road match, creatively edited so that you don't see it. Okay.
You know what I think would be cool? Not that I want her to have more belts, but if a wrestler has more than 4 belts, to sew them so they're like laying open, on a cape. So you come in like a king with like just like all these belts as your cape. Yeah.
Johnny's asking WCW Human Torch match or WWE Inferno match. I don't remember what a Human Torch match is, so I don't know. I can't really pick. And Linda saying I have no power, just letting you know. Well, that stinks. I wonder what happened. Who knows?
Maybe a tree. Well,
Maybe, yeah.
I hope you get it back soon.
Yeah. And here comes Billy Starks.
Making history as the first ever ROH Women's World Television Champion.
Oh, do you think this is what's going to set up Athena and Mercedes for All In?
Perhaps. I think we're going to see Mercedes. I think we're going to see Athena.
Mm-hmm. Good. I miss her so much. We don't have Ring of Honor on the club anymore. It's just awesome. Mercedes' facial expressions are just wonderful.
Introducing the challenger from Kentucky.
Louisville, see?
But he knows how to say it?
Yeah. Louisville.
That's because he's an announcer. Shouldn't he know how to say the cities he's announcing?
From Boston, Massachusetts, she is the reigning
Saying the neighborhood's out anticipating midnight power on. Willie says, I haven't seen Athena in so long, I want to put her face on a milk carton. Huh?
Our AEW Weekly used to have a segment called Faces on a Milk Carton, where we would talk about AEW wrestlers that we hadn't seen in a while that weren't injured.
When the faces were on the milk carton, that was the day, you would have your cereal and wonder, is this the day that I fucking disappear?
It's really dark.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, it was always kids, just disappeared children.
Yeah.
So
says a chance to be the face of this network, the TBS champion, and if she does so,
starts going for a handshake, rejected by Monet, who is still undefeated in AEW. Monet.
At first crack at the TBS championship. Just about 2 years ago, Billy Starks, the nerves, you could see.
So this should be good. And as I said, this is the first of 2 women's matches tonight. We have another undefeated lady, Megan Bain, taking on Chris Statlander. It should be good. Hopefully they don't have Bain just squash her.
The maturation process of Billy Starks is what allowed her to capture. And Shivani, I'd like to say, you talked about Superstation, TBS, and a guy like you talking about that adds instant credibility all the decades of you following wrestling on this network. So it's kind of cool to call this TBS championship match. Wait a second, Mercedes in a predicament, and you're welcome to. Yeah, well, Ted, I was going to say that. I do appreciate that. We've seen many great matches throughout the years, but here we are in the AEW era, and we've seen.
Their names are in blue. They're in Duke blue. Can't have that.
Do they just match it to something in the background?
I don't know what they do. We're going with purple. Oh, what have I done?
No, don't just talk trash. Billy, she's going.
There we go.
We saw the photos on social media of a young Billy Starks. Mercedes Monet, Billy began her in-ring career at early teens.
And Switch saying, speaking of missing, where the hell is Jeff Jarrett? Yeah. He and Cena both have last rides this year. I hope AEW do right by him. Yeah, good question. They made it a big deal where he's retiring, Jarrett. But yeah, he's disappeared. He got a world title shot and disappeared. So
do you think this is the year he's going to win the Owen Hart Cup? That's what I'd like to see happen, because I don't think there's a chance in hell of him winning the title, like the main title, but I feel like that would be a good way.
Well, I've always been a Jeff Jarrett fan. I think he's great.
Oh,
As his hit song claimed, "Ain't I Great?" which was revealed to really be sung by the roadie, aka later Road Dogg Jesse James.
Shannon's got the worst of it.
I didn't know that. I feel lied to.
Yeah, you were lied to.
Yeah, that was
He's just like a Milli Vanilli.
starts hitting the floor, but Billy, undaunted, returns to the top.
Basically. Oh, and Willie saying, if you want to see Jeff Jarrett, he has a weekly podcast. Yeah. I'd like to see that. I don't catch a lot of podcasts as much time as we spend on our shows. I unfortunately don't catch a lot of podcasts, you know.
We watch a lot of Cops.
I like Cops,
Music.
music, The Amazing Race. That's about it.
Dateline.
Dateline.
Obsessively Dateline. We've seen every episode of Dateline.
Well, in the
Except for
last
the
like
six.
10 years at least.
Yeah, however many are on Peacock anyway.
Yeah.
Kick out as Mercedes Renee pummeling Billy starts, and this TBS championship match continues. Go, and
So good match so far. Hard hitting.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to commercial. And Willie says, I watch Big Brother every summer. I had a friend who watched that. Oh, we need to catch up on Joe Schmo.
And your mom watches it
Oh,
like
okay.
a lot. I think I don't think she's missed any.
Yeah, Joe Schmo is a good reality show. Also, we got to catch up. Brother Fluff Salisbury, welcome. He says, Cops. I'm more of a fan of On Patrol Live. I've seen that a couple times. I could check it out again. I find those shows really interesting. Usually, some of the officers are pretty entertaining. Some of the criminals are pretty entertaining too, or believed to be criminals. You don't see too many innocent people on Cops. That's not very interesting, I guess. You know.
They're all innocent until proven guilty. They say it on the show.
Yeah, but we see them get caught with guns and drugs and all that stuff.
I want to see this movie. It's on Max now. I guess that makes sense because we're watching Max. But Heretic.
Oh no, it's just called Heretic.
That's what I just said.
You said The Heretic.
No, I said Heretic because I couldn't remember the name of it for a second because I wanted to say Hereditary, but that I knew that wasn't it.
Dylan said it's good. He watched it.
Mhm.
He said it's creepy.
With Dylan not coming down this month, can we watch Nosferatu now?
I think we should, yes. We can't wait for him any longer. So no spoilers for the new Nosferatu, please.
Do you think it ends differently than the first one?
Probably not, but I still don't want to know if it
Yeah.
does. I don't want to know any differences from the first one. Here, I will be right back. Talk to the nice people, Kay.
Oh. So I've been closely monitoring WrestleCade, which, if you don't know, is the annual Thanksgiving weekend like wrestling convention that happens in Winston-Salem every year. Because they've started like announcing every now and then some of the guests that are going to be there. So far, we have, I'm not going to see if I can remember these. We have Demolition, and they're doing like an exclusive toy that's only going to be at WrestleCade of Demolition. I can't remember the company that makes it, but so Demolition will be there. Most excitedly, Rob Van Dam is going to be there. Matt Riddle is going to be there. He was there last year. Coco Beware. Coco Beware is going to be there, which I'm very excited to have Asa take his picture with Coco Beware. And I might bring a stuffed parrot just in case he does not have his parrot. And we are back.
championship as now a 20-year-old Billy starts.
I hate that, like with the Max with ads, you're missing part of the show. You know, I miss picture in picture, which is not something I thought I would ever say.
Right. Means right in the sternum, but man, what heart and fortitude really show by kicking out here. The one thing we need to make
I feel like with this match and Mercedes match at Revolution, I feel like she's really
6+ year in career
shutting up the people who were talking about how she can't wrestle.
13, but while doing so, she had a perfect 4.0 GPA in high school. That's graduating with honor. I'm in the 3.9. Hold on, watch out here. GPA Jones.
I have to. Oh,
Please stop. Yeah, we talked about how Mercedes, she thought Billy Starks would push over. Mercedes said Billy Starks doesn't belong.
yeah, I get not liking the CEO. Oh wait, I've been so sorry. Ace is usually in charge of the comments, so I have not been paying attention. So Eric says this year's NCAA tournament is going to be good. I agree. Oh, I have to do my picks still.
I think it might be too late.
No, it locks at noon tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
At least the ESPN one does. I don't know about the one we're doing together.
Carolina playing. I don't remember, tomorrow or Friday at 5 o'clock, playing Ole Miss, 6th seed in the South, and Carolina's an 11th seed. So I'm going for Carolina. They're not going to win it. I think Duke will win, but probably, or Duke or Auburn. I think
Like
will win.
shebang.
Yeah, but at least that's who I picked, Duke. Unfortunately, because I'm trying to get it right. I'm not trying to pick my favorites. So I may change some of my picks. I didn't pick a lot of upsets. What I did, I used to do different things, but now what I do, I just look at the bracket and whatever I feel, whichever team I feel first is going to win, I just put that.
My school does like the teachers do a competition every year for it. And one year I won, and that year I picked them based on which mascot I liked better. It worked. I won. And like I work at a school where people like watch college basketball like a lot.
I watched Carolina this year, but that's about it. I watched a couple Duke games because I like to cheer against them. I always say Carolina is my favorite team, and my second favorite team is whoever's playing Duke. I hate Duke. Is Harley Cameron scheduled for this show? And she's not in a match at least. And Eric saying, do you think the NCAA tournament will hurt SD this week? I don't know if it means San Diego or South Dakota. I don't know. Oh, will hurt SmackDown. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Wrestling on our wrestling show.
Do we have any sliced cheese? Oh.
Unless it didn't get put back in the
We could order a pizza. Yeah, we can. Oh, Wolf says lurking today, not joining us. Oh well. Says saw our international title match at Dynasty, certified banger. Yeah, definitely. It's gonna be a great match, I'm sure. Ricochet, Bailey, and Omega. Sounds pretty great. Will you get me a glass of milk? Eric loves white cheese. I love pretty much any cheese. I'm not sure how good it is for you, but and Johnny saying Domino's or Papa John. Kay prefers Domino's. I prefer Papa John's. I like Papa John's a lot. We have a place that's a couple blocks from us called Burke Street Pizza that is very good, but since it's like real pizza, it's very expensive. But oh my god, it's so good. I would really like pizza.
I mean, Taz, think about what we saw 10 days ago at Dynasty. Momo Watanabe, she was peppering the champion with kids, including that big one that we saw. We found out later, Mercedes on the throat, but Mercedes able to fight through that and defend her title in LA. Absolutely. And it's no doubt about it. You can hate on the same as
So yeah, this match been kind of a Japanese strong style to me. Can you refill that, please?
Your water bottle?
Yeah, thank you.
Why so loud?
Does it have milk in it?
She's up back.
Yeah, I'm trying to eat better, but I love pizza. So I don't know. Oh, Starks taps out. Monet keeps her belt and stays undefeated. Good match. Good match. Two good ones to start off. That's nice. And Eric saying, I do not think CEO will ever go back to WWE. Man, you can never say never in wrestling.
Yeah.
I think she will definitely go back someday. I mean, a lot of people go back and forth, and I don't know. She might have burned her bridges. You know, she was supposedly difficult to work with. What?
You have to put me back on. The way you took me out, I can't put myself back in. No, I don't like. I can do it a little
You
longer.
do it then. And Johnny said, right, one of the people who never went back was Randy Savage. Yeah, Vince McMahon forced him into retirement, early retirement in 1994. And Savage never really forgave McMahon for that. And then he went to WCW and was still awesome. And when WCW got bought by WWE, Savage didn't want to sign, didn't go back. He released a rap album around then, though. I don't know if it was an album or a single, but he did a rap about himself. So, and Willie saying, "I'm glad she's using her old finisher," talking about Monet. I don't know what I forget what it's called now. It used to be the Banks statement. I remember that, but I'm not sure what it's called now. Johnny says Nails never came back. That's true. I believe he was accused of choking Vince McMahon. I could be wrong about that. He got mad because his character wasn't being used well. Nails was a convict character. He wrestled in an orange jumpsuit.
He really is like a method actor.
Apparently, yeah.
Well, I figure like if CM Punk went back, there is no one that I believe will never go back.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not sure who burnt their bridges, but now Triple H is in charge, so I'm not sure that matters as much. So Collision is on Saturday and Sunday at around 11 o'clock. So we're gonna do our watch along both nights, 10:55. And Johnny confirming, right? Nails choked Vince. True. And Eric saying main event is next. What? No way.
No.
Oh, it is. Okay. Yeah, I think he's a little ahead of us.
Wait, is this only an hour?
No. There's Osprey versus what's his name? AJ Fox. Is that his name?
AR Fox.
AR Fox. Yeah.
Oh, so the main event is not in the main event spot. That's why I was confused.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's some other. Oh, and Statlander versus Megan Bain as well. Yeah, we're only 52 minutes into the show. So this one will go 20 minutes at least, I feel like. You know, around that 15, 20 minutes.
Unless something like happens out of the blue, you know?
Oh. All in Texas. I would still like to go, but I don't know. I don't think it's happening, but we'll see. We can try. We can see what we can do by July.
And you have to build me an air conditioning suit.
Just take a fan, like a church lady.
You don't understand.
Like, Lordy me, it's hot.
Giving you free food and free tea.
Yeah, I would love to go to All In, so we'll see.
You want broccoli?
No. No. Unless it's on a pizza. They're selling stuff tomorrow. We could get a pizza. Willie saying for the bargain price of 25,000 YouTube can have dinner with John Cena over WrestleMania weekend. I think he may mean $25,000. I'm just like, and you can have dinner. That's a lot. Wow. I've not heard that. You can, for $7,000, you can, I believe, sit in the same suite as Hulk Hogan. I don't know who the hell would pay that. Fazby asking why is the main event next? No idea. I was sure it was going to be last, so I don't know what's going to be last now. Osprey versus AR Fox. I'll predict. I mean, that seems like the main event.
It might be that the 11-hour car ride wore Moxley out, you know?
True. Kay said it may be the 11-hour drive wore Moxley out, so they're trying to get him out of there. That would make sense. So yeah, how many matches do we have for Dynasty now? Dynasty is in 3 weeks, something like that.
April 9th, I think, right?
I think it's April 9th. So wait, what is that? 12, 3 weeks. But that can't be right. That would put it on a Thursday.
Oh, never mind.
So I don't know. It's about 3 weeks away. So what do we got? Right now we got Moxley versus Swerve, and we got Omega versus Bailey versus Ricochet. I believe that's all we have so far.
It's April 6th.
April 6th it is.
My 9 in my brain was just upset. My 6 was upside down, you know?
Uh-huh. And Fazb saying, I wish they did that at the pay-per-view Moxley match earlier and Tony versus Mariah as the main event. Could have been, maybe should have been. Yeah, I mean, that was a great match. I feel like Osprey versus Fletcher should have been the main event, but you could have gone with either one of those for sure as the main event. That was a great show. Whatever the hell it was. What show was that? Revolution. That's right. That was a great show. Like I said, I'm very tired tonight. And here we go. Moxley versus Copeland. No holds barred.
We still have a street fight for the AEW World Championship to come next. As we touched on it a little bit earlier, last Wednesday, MVP made a very compelling offer to Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF. Let's take it back and take a look at what went down. You, my friend, did everything you said you were going to do. You have lost your age. Was the world champion for 406
So I said no holds barred. They're calling it a street fight. That's a good question, Willie. So what holds are usually barred? I think usually all that means is no rope breaks, no rope breaks, and maybe chokeholds are legal. I don't know. They don't act like chokeholds are illegal anymore, at all. So I guess just no rope breaks is what that means. That's a good question. That was also a movie in the 80s, No Holds Barred. I think with Hulk Hogan, there was a wrestling movie.
To admit it, there's only one horse to place your chips on. One thoroughbred, one stallion, one Mustang, the most complete professional wrestler.
Hulk Hogan and Zeus, I believe, were in it.
Speaking of looking, I've been doing a whole lot of looking at this card. It's got me thinking about my triple B being around the waist of Dictator John, and Dictator John is surrounded by wild animals, and it's very clear to me that if I want a shot at the devil getting his due, too, perhaps I need a little click of my own. However, the last time I trusted someone or I had a partner, I got burned pretty bad. So as far as your offer goes, MVP, I'm going to have an answer for you and for the world next week. But what I would like to do is leave all of this. The time for Daddy crying over spilled milk is over.
Willie says, I'm so old, I saw No Holds Barred in the theater. What year was that? I don't know, 85, 87, something like that.
Will MJF be back on the ascent for the AEW World Championship with help from the Hurt Syndicate? We will find out. But right now, let's go to the ring at Justin Roberts.
Here we go, world title match.
Maybe 4.
Who am I, 4?
Yeah.
I don't know. Copeland, probably.
That is the correct answer.
Let's see. Excuse me. Willie says 1989 was No Holds Barred. And Eric predicting Jay White will turn tonight. Maybe this match. I don't know. Let's see. Here comes Moxley with his briefcase.
Have we had 3 matches or 2?
This is number 3.
Okay.
Johnny says Moxley and Copeland going to have the match of the year. I don't know. We'll see. There's Copeland.
Did you watch Revolution? Because I feel like it's a match of the year is in there somewhere. Maybe not. That'd be really awesome if it just keeps getting more and more awesome. But like some of the matches at Revolution were so good, I don't know how you do any better.
Yeah. Like I said, 2 of those matches were just
Yeah, the Fletcher
crazy.
Osprey.
Was that a guitar to the knee?
I think that is.
Excuse me.
That's why you don't leave your valuables around wrestlers, you know?
True. Willie says this match is already better than their main event at the pay-per-view. I kind of agree. Yeah, that's not good.
Let down.
I mean, I get what they were going for. They were kind of going for an old school type match, and it just
Yeah, but read the room.
right. It didn't work after what they had to follow. It just did not work. Moxley running away. Maybe heading towards the ring. I don't know. Oh.
Is the briefcase now duct taped together or those like those straps? Never mind.
I'm not sure.
Championship for the second time.
I want to remind everybody again, AEW Weekly with K Fabulous and I is tomorrow night at 6. And then at 7:50, we are doing a watch along for WCW Uncensored 95. At some point, we'll probably do some newer shows, but I like watching the older stuff.
It's Thursday. Retro
wrestling. That's true.
I did not want to do new wrestling.
Well, maybe less than 30 years. You know, maybe like 20 years ago or something like that.
But I love WCW.
What?
Said, but I love WCW.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of WWF from that period. They were they were pretty hot. Maybe better than WCW 93, 94. It was a good time for WWF, I think. Traditionally, people don't think of it as a good time, but I do. Like Bret Hart, Razor Ramon, Mr. Perfect, Shawn Michaels, the Steiner Brothers, The Undertaker when he was still awesome.
Mhm.
Just a lot of good talent. Bastion Booger, Doink the Clown, the original Doink the Clown, that is. Bam Bam Bigelow. I mean, just
Mhm.
pouring over with talent. Hulk Hogan was still there in 93. Ric Flair was there the beginning of 93. Yokozuna, Lex Luger, British Bulldog in around 95. So I thought it was a great period. That's when I started watching wrestling though, so some of that's probably nostalgia or nostalgia, however you say that.
Opportunity for the AEW World Championship right here. Big opportunity for Cody Rhodes, but that's a fact. Face draw.
That woman looks like so excited to be there. Yeah,
Which woman?
the one that was in the blue hat that was like right behind where they were fighting a second ago.
Huh?
Yeah, well, good real show focus works. Bring back, don't matter. It's just extra occasional.
I like to look at the crowd. I like that they let us see the crowd. You know,
Willie, speaking of old movies, I was before the show began. I was watching Airplane. That's one of my favorite movies. That it's so funny. They would never make that movie today. They make fun of everything. If you haven't seen Airplane, if you like comedies, check that out. It's an old movie, but it's very funny. Nelson Kelso saying, "Love the original Skink." His theme song, I think he means Doink.
Doink, yeah.
His theme song was haunting. Ah, yeah. Great stuff. Yeah, I agree. I love the original Doink. He was great. We were just watching actually a Raw. We watched I watched the first two Raws
I was in the room.
today. You were in the room, correct. I think you saw Undertaker versus Damian Demento, and that's probably it.
I only saw his face. I was so out of it.
That's it.
Sorry.
And Willie saying the original Doink was Matt Bourne. He was from the Portland area. He was a huge star in Portland wrestling. Yeah. And he had some issues. I think maybe drug issues. I believe he was the subject of a
Mhm.
what's it called? Dark
Dark
Side of the Ring,
Yeah, he was.
which comes back March 25th, I believe. And I really enjoy those. It's sad to hear a lot of the story. Most of the stories are very sad, but they're very interesting. What's been the most interesting episode?
Found the Owen Hart one very interesting.
Oh, that one's too sad.
The one about what was his name? He was like early wrestling. He was like a crazy guy, a white dude, really tall, had like Bruiser Brody.
Oh,
Yeah, Bruiser Brody. That one was interesting to me.
yeah.
That like someone could be like murdered at a show
Yeah.
and the police did nothing.
Yeah.
like what? He didn't stab himself multiple times, you know? It's just like
And Eric saying tonight's arena is not small. The old WWF has been to this arena for TV tapings. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, they're in Omaha. I do not know the size of the arena. Eric Douglas, welcome. Saying even though Billy keeps losing these big matches, when she finally gets her big match win, it's gonna hit so hard. I agree. She's very good for 19 years old.
Yeah.
Very good. She's almost like the 1-2-3 kid of the women's division. And Willie, saying, speaking of movies, have you seen Queen of the Ring? Not yet. We're going to see it soon.
someone keeps requesting it and it keeps getting pushed
Well,
back.
we started Alien Romulus, And then lately, by the time wrestling's over, we've been too tired to finish Alien Romulus. But the first half is excellent.
Mhm.
I love that series. That's one of my favorite horror series. Oh, yeah, this match has been very good so far. And commercial.
Where's Adam Copeland's shirt say?
I don't know. Yeah, I heard Queen of the Ring is very good, but yeah, we have not had a chance to see it yet. Maybe that'll be next after we finish Alien Romulus.
And then we have to get back to our Star Wars series. Oh, wait, that
Oh,
was
yeah.
the monkey.
So, oh yeah, I want to see that. Yeah, we had, because Kay doesn't know them as well as I do. We've been watching Star Wars pretty much in chronological order. We watched 1, 2, 3, and then we're gonna watch Episode 4, and then we're gonna watch Rogue One since there's so many references to 4, and then we're gonna watch Solo, which takes place before 4, but again, there are references to the other Star Wars movies, and then we're watching Part 5, and then we're watching the 2 Ewok movies, which exist. I think they were. Well, I don't know if they had a theatrical release. I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure
I
that was
think-
straight to.
I don't know. I don't know about that. But yeah, there's 2 Ewok movies that take place between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi.
Mhm.
And then we're going to watch Return of the Jedi, and then 7, 8, 9.
And I would just like
So,
to clarify, I am very familiar with some of the Star Wars. I just hadn't really seen the prequels. Like I saw one once, I think, and I maybe saw 2 and 3, but I don't really remember that.
I like the prequels for the most
I
part.
saw 1 and 2, but 3 I think I stopped watching partway through.
3 is awesome. And I like 1 and 2. They're not, I mean, they're not the greatest movies in the world, but they're good enough. They're fun sci-fi movies, I think.
Oh, yeah, I didn't dislike them, but like Star Wars set a pretty high bar for itself.
True.
And I'm very familiar with Caravan of Courage, the Ewok movie. I had the VHS tape.
Caravan of Courage and the Ewok Adventure.
No, and the oh, are you talking about the name of the other one?
Yeah.
That's a Battle for Endor.
Oh, Battle for Endor.
yeah,
That's right.
both of them are called the Ewok Adventures.
I think Ewok Adventure may have been an animated series, something like maybe
No.
it's just called the Ewoks.
They're called the Ewok Adventure Caravan of Courage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Willie saying, I'm really curious to hear your review of Queen of the Ring because other people have said it sucked. Oh, I think it's wonderful. Yeah, we'll definitely see it and do a review, so we should watch it soon. And Willie saying that's why 6 was afraid of 7 because 7, 8, 9. Wah. And Hassan Terrell saying, hi there, guys. Hey, what's up? I vote for Cope.
Yeah.
We'll see. This could go either way, I feel like, And Eli saying, maybe we will finally see the title. Yeah, first time in what, 3 months? Something like that. 4 months?
It hasn't been seen since
Moxley won.
since last year, so
Something like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I would love to see the world title. I can't believe they've gotten this contract with Max and you don't even get to see the world title. It's stupid to me.
Champion John Moxley repeatedly attacked the neck.
I can't wait till we do finally see it so that someone can interview Tony Khan and be like, why? Like what the fuck could the reason possibly be?
Yeah.
John Moxley seems intent on ending it here. I'm not too sure. There's no way I should say.
What's the best movie we've seen this year? Probably Alien Romulus. The first half of Alien Romulus. We haven't seen too many movies. Is that it?
Oh, like new movies?
Yeah. 2025 movies. Is that it? That may be it.
That may be it. I haven't
It's
the
only
list of what
March.
came out this month.
Yeah, it's only March. Gonna watch Heretic. Gonna watch The Monkey. Gonna watch Queen of the Ring.
Oh wait, you watched a bunch of movies. You watched all those Oscar
Oh,
movies.
that's true. I watched. Oh
Conclave.
my goodness. What did I watch?
Conclave.
We watched The Substance. I think that was from last year, though. I think that was last year.
This year's Oscars stuff is from the previous year?
Usually they're from the previous year. We saw The Substance, and I thought that was great. It's fantastic. I still think about that movie. It's weird, unique, creepy.
For me, it's a one-time watch.
See, I've already watched it twice. What else did I see? Some other Oscar movie.
You saw Conclave.
Oh, Conclave was really good. I think that's from last year also, though.
Mm-hmm.
Conclave, the movie about how they select a new pope, was not what I expected, but I mean that in a good way. With Rafe Fiennes, however you pronounce it.
Rafe Fiennes. Why is this?
I don't know, because it's spelled Ralph Fiennes.
Yeah.
Rafe Fiennes as the main star, and then it had John Lithgow was in it. Several other people I'm forgetting. Great movie, Conclave. You don't have to care about the Catholic Church to enjoy it. It's a very, very good movie.
I love John Lithgow, but every time you say John Lithgow is in something, I think of that guy from A League of Their Own with like the giant cigar.
That's John Lovitz.
John Lovitz. That's who I think you're talking about. I was like, what? He was.
My favorite John Lithgow role, personally, is Santa Claus the movie.
You're saying that because you didn't watch Dexter.
No, I'm talking about movie roles.
Shit. Oh, okay.
Oh, he's very good in the Twilight Zone movie. That is a great movie. It was an anthology, and it had like 4 different directors. There's Steven Spielberg, Joe Dante. I forget the other 2, but man, that was a great movie. 4 very different stories. 2 people got killed during the making of that movie.
What?
Vic Morrow I believe got his head chopped off by a helicopter, and then there was a helicopter crash, I think, and a kid got killed. One of the kids in the movie got killed.
Oh my God.
So that's sad. But
I can't think of what movies he's in. I know John Lithgow from like
Santa Claus the movie, Conclave, Twilight Zone the movie.
I know him from TV.
Yeah, he was on Third Rock from the Sun. Willie saying, I agree with Kay. John Lithgow was excellent in Dexter. Yeah, I think I saw 1 episode of Dexter.
I feel like it's like one of the best acting performances that I've seen ever.
Wow.
It was amazing. Especially when like I knew him from Third Rock from the Sun, so I knew him as this like goofy alien.
Yeah.
That was like shocking.
He's a great actor.
Yeah.
Eric asking, is there a time limit in this match? I'm not sure. Not that I heard, but we usually talk over everything. So, and Nelson Kelso saying, I like John Lithgow and Dexter. Kay just said it. Have you seen all of Dexter and the spinoffs?
Mm-hmm. I've seen all of Dexter, but none of the spinoffs.
And Johnny asking, Star Wars or Star Trek? Star Wars all day, man.
Star Trek all day.
You're crazy.
No.
Star Wars, the Force, man, lightsabers, Harrison Ford, Mark Hamill. You can't. Billy D. Williams, Carrie Fisher. You can't beat Star Wars. Especially 4 through 9.
Yeah.
You can't beat it.
Yeah, I'm sticking with Star Trek.
Wow.
Next Generation. I have my heart.
Wow. Oh, yeah. Johnny says Daniel Day-Lewis in There Will Be Blood was amazing. One of my very favorite movies. Like, top 20 for me. Great. Yeah, one of the best. Holy shit.
God.
Holy shit.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Whoa.
What the fuck is happening?
Whoa. Oh, my God. Yikes. But yeah, Daniel Day-Lewis in There Will Be Blood. One of the best acting performances I've ever seen. He's a great actor.
Is the ref not going to help him like pull it out? What's happening?
Willie's saying, that's no holds bar. The ref can't help him. Oh my God. That's crazy. It looks like a big toothbrush stuck to his back.
Yeah, Spike.
I agree. There's Wheeler. No DQ. Willie saying, again, I agree with Kay. Star Trek.
Willie is very wise.
Where's my lightsaber?
We have a lightsaber upstairs.
Yes, an awesome
It's
one.
awesome. Yeah, he built it at Disney or what's it?
Yeah, Disney World.
No, is it what's Hollywood Studios? Is that what it's called now?
Yeah.
It was
Very-
awesome. Like the whole lightsaber building experience.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Super cool.
Also, Kelso was saying I like Daniel Day-Lewis and Gangs of New York too.
I've not seen that.
Oh, great movie. Leonardo DiCaprio, Daniel Day-Lewis. Great movie. Willie says that will feel better when it quits hurting. Talking about the spikes, yeah. And Johnny says William Shatner beat up Mark Hamill a few times. I've never heard that. Is that serious? Never heard that. And here's Pac and Cesaro.
God,
Wait, is that his name still? That's not his name.
no, not so fast.
Cesaro, what's his name now?
Claudio Castagnoli.
Claudio Castagnoli, yeah.
I didn't even realize who you were talking about. Pac has like come back from the abyss, you know?
Yeah, well, all three of these guys that haven't been on TV in a little bit. Oh, Johnny says I'm joking. Okay, good. I like the Star Trek movies, the first like 7 especially. I like those a lot.
Do you like the first 7 especially, or do you like the seven especially?
First 7,
Okay.
especially 4 and 6.
That's because the best Star Trek movies are the even number Star Trek movies.
That's what people say.
Yeah. It's
Star Trek
true.
4: The Voyage Home is awesome.
Is that my Humpback the Whale?
Yeah, they go back in time to save like the last humpback whale or some shit, because apparently humpback whales are very key to the planet. Here's Dax Harwood helping out Copeland. And Johnny says, I'm thinking of Caesar dressing. Maybe. Y'all are making me hungry. I have not had dinner.
I have cheesy broccoli.
Pizza.
No.
Yeah, I do. Johnny saying Wrath of Khan is the best Star Trek movie. That's a great one. And Willie, yeah, Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock is excellent. I agree. 1 is a little slow.
Yeah.
So 2 through 7 are my favorites. And the Next Generation movies are pretty good too. Yeah, Willie says Star Trek the Motion Picture is so long, I'm not even sure it's over yet. Yeah, it's too long. Especially there's like a director's cut or something. And that's a long movie. It's not a lot happens. Star Trek 5 is crazy. That's a crazy movie where they go to the end of the universe. Well, it's an old movie. I'm going to spoil it. They go to the end of the universe and like meet God. Or no, they meet some entity pretending to be God. That's a weird movie.
Is that what Q is based on?
No, it's like a big weird entity. We got Marina Shafir, Willow Nightingale. This match is getting crazy.
Yeah, Johnny's asking, when are we going to get Willow versus Marina? I think probably pretty soon.
Yeah.
He actually asked that before they came out, and so either he's ahead of us or he's just
I
like
think he's ahead of us.
reading the
little.
room very well.
Oh! Spear on Sabian. Oh! Nick Wayne with the jumping diamond cutter, whatever he calls that.
The Wayne's World.
Oh, the Wayne's World?
Yeah.
All right. We'll call it a jumping diamond cutter. Is this it?
No.
Nope.
Yeah, come on.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is this it? This is how Moxley beat him at the pay-per-view.
Cope just needs to reach up.
Oh, that's it.
No.
Fans love it. Good match.
Christian Cage's dirty work. You're shifting the balance in favor of the AEW World Champion. John Moxley is the Death Riders. Pulling their banner. They're blowing John Moxley. Away from the carnage inside the ring.
Jesus.
Prince Nana, I guess, waiting for Swerve to show up.
He's been watching the match from backstage.
Johnny saying Copeland versus Christian for the 1,000th time. Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
And saying I don't love it. Yep, Swerve and Moxley. We got 2 matches made so far. I think that's all.
It's an absolute incredible matchup.
For a show that happens in 18 days.
But the numbers, this is the story of the Death Riders. The numbers
Well, Christian and
A lot of middle fingers going on.
Copeland, I feel like the way they ended it is not satisfying. Like, I want Adam Copeland to like just shatter Christian's whole world, you know?
Huh.
Like leave
I'll
him
shatter your world.
Yeah, exactly. Leave him like a lonely, crying, like pile of human on the ground, and have like the whole patriarchy abandon him. So you can just go wallow in sorrow forever.
It's kind of mean.
But his big dick.
He
Back
has a
to my
big
character.
dick.
No, that's not what I said.
Oh,
I mean, maybe, I don't know, but that's not what I said. I'm not talking about like Christian as a person, just the character.
Ric Flair's supposed to have a big dick. That's what I've heard. Who else?
I'm eating.
Alex
Stop.
Wright has a big dick. Alex
Is that the German guy?
German, yeah, das Wunderkind.
Yeah, there's no question
Alex
about
Wright.
that because you can see it through his trunks.
Got a big German sausage in there. Who was that? Who pushed Harwood? I didn't see it. Somebody pushed him.
I mean,
No,
they tried to stop him from walking away angrily.
I thought someone pushed him.
No, I think Dax Harwood pushed Cash Wheeler.
Oh,
He was trying to get out of the ring.
I think it's going to be a pretty animated conversation tonight.
I'm gonna go to Walmart and get a pizza.
And then get the
I
car.
get the car.
Get
They
it, so
close.
I can have some.
They close at 11.
Yes. We're getting Red Baron.
Right.
Just get two.
Maybe 2 different brands. Who knows?
It's crazy.
Johnny saying, "Sign me up for a Dax Harwood, excuse me, solo run." Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's a good singles
He's a
wrestler, but
very
I
good singles
love
wrestler.
him as a tag wrestler. And I realize you can do both, but
FTR, one of the best teams ever for me. Great team.
I just feel like with him, I'm getting to see Arn Anderson at his prime. You know,
What team? Anderson and Flair or Anderson and Blanchard?
I'm talking about just Dax Harwood and just Arn Anderson.
Oh, I see.
You know,
And Johnny saying, "I guess we're not getting Copeland versus Jay White." Well, let's see. He's still on the stage. Copeland is. Next, Will Ospreay versus AR Fox. That should be the match of the night, I imagine. Yeah, very good show so far, I think. Very good.
God, you have to have so much trust in your for the person you're wrestling to let them drop you on your back on top of those spikes.
Mm-hmm.
Because if he had done that like on his spine, like that'd be fucked. You know, like he'd be like messed up. It's gross.
Excuse me. Like I said, I was up early at the DMV. I'm sorry. I'm very tired tonight.
He woke up at the time I wake up every morning.
Which is early for me, though. So is Megan Bain versus Statlander the main event?
Maybe.
We will see.
I thought this was a wrestling game when I first heard it because I was in the other room when this commercial was happening.
Let's see.
It was about chairs. We were watching a wrestling show. I assumed it was about like, wrestling with chairs.
I say, you might need to go get the car. I'm exhausted.
Okay.
Like I should not drive. I'm so tired.
Well.
I don't know. It's late. I don't know. I could come with you.
Yeah,
You
come
could
with
drive.
me.
Yeah, I'll come with you. I will schedule a lift. It's cheaper that way.
Mm. We have an electric car, but we don't have a way to charge it at our house. So we leave it at a Tesla station, charging station, and then take a lift home. And then a lift to go get it. We do not have a Tesla.
Oh my goodness.
What?
$21 ride. Huh?
No.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Yes, it is. How else do you think we're gonna get there?
Not using that.
Well, fucking how else do you think we're getting there for real? I'm gonna look at Uber.
If you just check back in like 5 minutes, like it's been like Lyft is crazy.
Oh,
Sometimes.
Uber's way cheaper.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we're not taking a $20 car ride, like 4 blocks or whatever.
Oh, well. We'll have to get Uber closer to the time
Okay.
that we need it. Wait, no, we don't.
What?
Nothing.
I got some questions for you.
All right.
Holy fuck! Eric Tate gets up at 12 p.m.
$13.
Okay, that's fine. So Ryan Wooldridge says, Asa, what is your thought on John Cena trash talked about the crowd last Monday?
I thought it was a very good promo. It wasn't the most original promo in the world, but I thought he delivered it very well. So we'll see where it goes from here.
And then Johnny says, Tony pushing Megan and Mike too fast and too soon.
I disagree.
I also disagree.
I think they've both been great so far, and yeah. Bandito.
Viciously.
Willie is asking, why is the sky blue?
How's your family?
I don't know. Something to do with
The oxygen in the atmosphere.
Is that right?
Hmm?
The dangers. I can handle it.
Uber is cheaper.
Yeah.
With my brother Gravity. Revolution.
Oh, he says because if it was green, we would not know when to stop mowing. That was good.
March 19th. The reservation.
Eric Tate says he goes to bed at 3 a.m. I also often go to bed at 3 a.m., usually like 2:30 a.m.
Yeah.
And then I wake up at 6:45.
Not tonight, though. I'm going to bed early. Which will probably mean like 1 a.m. If we're getting pizza at like 10:45. Here comes Johnny TV. Let's see what's going on.
You deserve to just sit in the ring like a sad puppy on Slam Dunk Sunday, the biggest collision in history? That's not ratings. You know what ratings would be? Bandito versus Johnny TV. I slammed dunk your head. We get ratings with Super Bowl. What do you say to me? Go. Hey, amigo. I accept. Woohoo!
Should be pretty good.
Have we heard Bandito talk before?
Not that I recall.
Huh.
Slam Dunk Sunday. Well, Chris Jericho making this deeply personal against Bandito and Gravity Bandito.
So I'll tell you what's interesting, not AEW related, but WWE, is Tony Hinchcliffe is hosting, I mentioned this on WWE Weekly last night. He's hosting a WrestleMania roast, which he used to be one of the writers for the Comedy Central roast.
Oh, I didn't know that. How old is he?
I'm not sure.
Looks young.
Seems young, but I'm not sure. But he's funny. So we'll see. I don't know. He's kind of controversial, but we'll see. Well, this one should be pretty good here.
I love that he dresses like the guy from Assassin's Creed all the time now.
He actually used to be in porn. His name was Will Spray. Yes, it was. Yeah. Look it up.
No.
He was in British porn with like, oh. His name was Will Spray.
You're dumb.
You're dumb.
You're dumber.
And so was A.R. Fox, and his name was A.R. Cox.
Well, of course.
So they weren't in it together. Don't worry. But
I wasn't worried.
don't worry.
Why would that worry me?
Because I think they're heterosexuals. I'm assuming Will Ospreay's married to a woman. I don't know about A.R. Fox. I don't know.
I'm married to a man.
You're not in porn.
No, but I'm also not heterosexual.
I see. Well, you better be now. We're married.
Yeah, it doesn't change who I am as a person.
Fuck. Haven't seen A.R. Fox in a while.
It was like a two weeks before Revolution or something we saw him.
I don't recall.
Oh, yeah.
I don't recall at this time.
He wrestled Ricochet, I think.
I'm like George H.W. Bush with Dallas. I don't recall where I was. So it seems like Israel killed John F. Kennedy. It seems to be what the documents say. It's pretty wild.
Give them your source.
What?
Give them your
The
source.
JFK files.
No, I mean, you didn't read them all.
I've
so-
seen several people say that's the conclusion is Israel. Because the CIA, the only thing they wanted redacted was all the mentions of Israel. And there's a quote from someone, I think a CIA guy, talking about Israel. You know, basically, back then in the 60s, Israel wanted a nuclear bomb. We didn't want them to have the nuclear bomb. They killed Kennedy, and then they ended up getting a nuclear bomb. So that seems to be what happened. So it seems to be Israel used Lee Harvey Oswald to kill the president and perhaps a couple other people, but the files don't say a couple other people. But who knows?
Has anyone read all of them at this point? There's
I doubt it.
80,000
No,
pages.
I doubt it. But like I said, those are the conclusions people are reaching. Eli says Fox never wins, so it's kind of predictable. Yeah,
Mhm.
very predictable.
But it's going to be awesome. So, I mean, I'll take it.
Look how red my face is. What's wrong with me?
I mean, you can see Osprey.
I don't know.
The hip, he's definitely not 100%.
Let me feel you.
Tell. Yeah. No question.
You are not hot.
It was the finish.
Yeah, I am.
Yes, on Kyle Fletcher.
Come on, push it back.
That landing almost as bad for him as it was for Kyle Fletcher, but ultimately, if Will Ospreay, that sport that we at Revolution 10 days ago, right after it, guys. See that? Fox was doing.
God, AR Fox is like Finn Balor, where like he has muscles that I didn't know existed in the human body on his back, you know? That's wild.
Mhm. Yeah, Finn Balor has like a 10-pack.
Finn Balor is like a horse, you know? Like where you can see like every single detail of every muscle.
Eli says, you guys made me want pizza. Yeah, we're going to Walmart and you're going to get a pizza.
You know, this is not his first rodeo. He's been around a long time. He knows.
Ooh.
Well, if they pick us up at 10:30, we'll be there by 10:40, so we can do it. Johnny asking, where's Kyle Fletcher? Good question. You think he'd be on the show as good as he is? And saying, I got a 0-pack. That's okay, so do I. And Eric saying, I like AEW's blue lights tonight. Yeah, I didn't notice that, but it looks cool. And we're going to commercial. I hate that during a match.
Mm-hmm.
Willie says, I think it's the first time Finn Balor's ever been compared to an equine. Or an equine. How do you say that? Equine?
I think it's
I believe it's
equine.
equine. A horse is what that means. What kind of pizza is your favorite? Probably cheese and mushroom. For me. Yeah, definitely cheese and mushroom.
I like pineapple and onion. Wait, no, but my favorite, like you're talking about frozen pizza.
I don't know.
Frozen pizza, I like the Screaming Sicilians
Oh, those are good
mozzarella
stuff. That's
pizza.
good.
At like a local pizza place. There's a really good like the pizza place Asa was talking about has like a white pizza that has broccoli on it, and that's really good. And at Mellor Mushroom, I like to get artichokes on my pizza.
Oh, my lord. Eric saying the wind was bad here today, and Johnny says spinach for me. Spinach pizza is delicious. I can't eat spinach though. I have a
It's heartbreaking.
medical condition. Seriously. Eli asks, pineapple and onion. Yuck. No, dude, try it. You got the sweetness of the pineapple and the, kind of what, a bitterness of the onion. Well, it's sweet too.
Mhm.
The sweetness of the onion. Oh, it's delicious. Yes.
I don't get it this way anymore because I don't eat meat anymore. But I used to get that with chicken on it also. And instead
That's
of regular
disgusting.
tomato sauce, I
That's
would get barbecue sauce, and
What
that
the
shit was
fuck?
good.
That's not pizza. That's not a
was
pizza
good.
anymore. No.
I had it at a friend's house one time, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is good."
That's some bastardization of a pizza. Barbecue sauce? What the fuck are you talking about?
It was good.
Eric asks, how come WWE stopped having LED lights in the arena? I don't know. I haven't noticed that. I don't know where you're talking about. I'm sorry.
If Wolf were here, he would know.
Oh yeah, Wolf would know.
He'd be able to tell you like the date they stopped using them.
Willie says I don't have pineapple on my pizza anymore because I'm not 7.
Hey, you're never too old for fun.
And Eli saying barbecue chicken and onion is good. I could see that.
Just throw some pineapple.
Rewind is here. Says barbecue chicken, Hawaiian pizza. It's pretty fucking good.
Ah, in your faces. In your faces.
Okay. The parenting. A lot of pizza talk.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny, oh, that sounds, yeah. Johnny says ziti and ricotta cheese. I've had that at a pizza place
On a
before.
pizza?
Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, my lord. Filling. Very filling.
Well, I would imagine.
We had at our wedding, I'm not sure how many people liked it, but I don't fucking care. We catered with my favorite pizza place.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. I mean, our
We got a
reception.
bunch of pizzas.
Our reception was at an arcade, so it wasn't like we were like a giant ballroom with like boxes of pizza.
Our reception was at an arcade, and all we had to eat was pizza and candy. And we had a bar. There was a bar. There was a bar. Eli saying, yeah, I shifted the conversation. My bad. Yeah, I'm not going to get to eat until fucking like 11:15. I got to eat something before then.
I tried to make you broccoli.
I don't know, broccoli.
Broccoli's
Bam!
delicious.
Spanish Fly by Osprey.
And again, remember, it was just 10 days ago.
Johnny's asking, did you put the candy on the pizza? No, I did not. I don't think anybody did. We got, how many pizzas did we get? Like
a lot.
12, 15? We got a bunch of pizzas.
Probably closer as well, but like we didn't. Our reception wasn't like super duper big.
Yeah.
The bulk of this method thus far.
And then we had a bunch of like jars of candy for people to get.
Well, we had a popcorn maker machine, and then there was a candy bar if you wanted to add candy
True.
to your popcorn, or just have candy.
Building momentum here, the combination.
Willie's saying if you guys ever come out to Portland, to the Portland area, I will take you out to my favorite pizza place. We will definitely get up with you if you go to Portland.
Yeah.
I would love to visit Portland. It seems cool.
It is cool. I was there for like a week, I think, at one point.
The farthest west I've ever been is Nashville, Tennessee.
God, I forget that's a thing. We have to fix that. That's
Cool.
crazy.
Yeah. I've been all up and down the East Coast, but the farthest west I've ever been is Nashville. I've never been out of the country, except in the ocean. That's out of the country.
Where'd you go?
Atlantic Ocean.
Oh, you didn't like go somewhere through the Atlantic Ocean to get there. You just went into the Atlantic Ocean?
Correct.
Outside of U.S. borders?
Yeah.
Huh.
Osprey gets the win.
I've been to 33 states.
That's pretty good. I don't know how many I've been to. Maybe, I don't know, 15, something like that.
after college, my student loans, you have like 6 months before you have to start paying them back. And so I traveled across the country for like a month and a half, 2 months. And it was really fun.
Been to North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Tennessee, New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania. How many is that? Like 10?
I wasn't counting. I thought you were going.
That may be it. Maybe it. My least favorite state I've been to is New Jersey. Definitely. Eli's saying I had Subway earlier. If they weren't so damn expensive, I'd eat there more often. Yeah, I used to have a damn $5 footlongs, but not anymore. My brother, Rewind says, my brother had a candy bar at his wedding, but the open bar was more popular. An open bar would have been nice. We had a cash bar.
Yeah.
We're broke. Johnny asking, you been to Chicago? I haven't.
I have.
I would love to go to Chicago.
I was there for like long enough to like meet one of my friends and have lunch. Like I was driving, I think either back from across the country or from Wisconsin, maybe. No, it has to have been when I was traveling back across the country.
Wisconsin.
Yeah.
I would
I
love to
love
go to.
Wisconsin.
That's
Good
it.
state.
I would love to go to Chicago. My favorite baseball team is the Cubs. So
And they have a science museum that I really want to go to.
I say. And Eli says, I'm shocked. AR Fox lost. And Eric says, is spring break this week? I think the colleges already had spring break, like last week or something.
I have no idea.
The ones around here did.
Ours was last week.
Johnny asks, would you travel to Antarctica?
Hell yeah.
Me? No.
Yes, 100%.
No way for me.
Stay at McMurdo Station. Mm.
I would go to Alaska, but not Antarctica.
It's awesome.
One time I saw on Cops, it was in Alaska, and like they had to take a plane, you know, because of all the ice. And someone called the cops because there was a ghost. They took the plane all the way to the call just so they could tell them, why didn't you call the Ghostbusters? And then they left in the plane. That's all that happened. That was pretty funny. Willie says, most of the time I stay out of the city of Portland. Huh. Man, a lot of comments. Rewind said,
I don't know if I was in the city or not, but city's really expensive.
Rewind asks, Willie, what pizza place in Portland? Willie says, Rudy's Gourmet Pizza. That sounds good. Johnny says, $5 footlongs are a lifetime ago. True. And Eli says, spring break is this week for him. Okay. Rewind asking, are you from Southeast, Willie? Eli says, I remember 2 footlongs for $8.99. That's true. And Johnny says, there's South African. Say that's my South African accent. South African.
That's better than most of your other accents.
South African scientist in Antarctica right now. One of them in Big. Oh yeah, I heard that he's like a creep with women.
Oh no.
Yeah, I heard that today.
Then maybe I don't want to be at McMurdo Station.
So we've got Queen Aminata versus Julia Hart at one of the collision nights. And Rewind says he thinks he and Willie are neighbors. Wow. And Willie says, I used to live in dirty Southeast Portland area. I stay out of there now. Everything I know about Portland, I learned from Portlandia, so I'm not sure how accurate that is.
Accurate.
Oh, yeah.
At least it was when I went there.
A lot of white people, I've heard.
Mhm.
A lot of white people.
Yeah.
We got the Death Riders. Maybe, for the Trios Championships against Top Flight and AR Fox. All right.
Oh my gosh, I'm
Sounds
so
good.
glad that we're doing more AR Fox and that he's teaming with them again. I really liked them as a trios team.
Harley Cameron.
And the squash match.
Rewind says, Felony Flats. I used to live off 52nd Street. Portland.
Look
people.
at.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, I've heard about that match. Commander and Hologram versus Derlistico and the Beast Mortos. Kenny Omega next week. Willie says he lives in Aurora, Oregon now. And Eli says Logan Paul advertisement on AEW. Not that I've seen yet. You might be ahead of us or something. I didn't see one. And we got Megan Bain versus Chris Statlander next.
This is not just a stop for allergy meds.
I keep getting an ad on my phone for like that's like Jake Paul at a Walmart, like making people smell deodorant. It's very strange.
Jake Paul.
Isn't that his brother?
Yeah.
The guy, yeah, him. I guess he has a line of men's, but he's like walking up to people and just like putting it right in their faces.
Oh. AEW says, or Johnny says AEW should create a Lucha Libre title. I 100% agree. They should get rid of or merge like the Continental and International titles or something like that. And then make a Lucha Libre title. I agree. Get some more Lucha Libre guys, but they got several. I mean, the ones they have are great. But Eli says, I saw it. I hope not. Don't let him go to AEW. Yeah, I agree. I hate fucking Logan Paul.
I would find that really surprising if that happened.
I don't know. They let, what's his name? Johnny Boom. What the fuck's his name?
AJ something?
I don't know. You know, the Costco guy.
The Costco guy, yeah.
Whatever his name is. They let him wrestle. What the hell is his name?
But he was already a wrestler.
True. He was a wrestler years ago.
Yeah.
What the fuck's his name?
Yeah, guys, we don't
Boom Boom Johnny?
No, I think it is. It's AJ.
AJ something.
Oh.
I don't know. AJ Costco.
AJ Costco?
AJ Costco. Big Boom AJ,
wait,
says Willie.
He doesn't have a last name? I mean, like, he doesn't use it?
I don't know. I guess not. I don't know.
Big Boom AJ.
That's why I couldn't figure out his last name. Rewind says he's in Hillsboro, Oregon. Yeah, I'd like to visit Oregon. I'd like to go to Oregon and Illinois and New Orleans, especially.
I'd like to go to Washington.
Austin seems cool. I'd like to go to Austin, Texas.
Austin is cool.
Maybe. I'd like to go to like one of the Dakotas. That seems nice.
I went to South Dakota where the Badlands are. Is that what they are? Yeah, Badlands, yeah.
Johnny calls him AJ steroids, and Eli says he's the next world champ. Oh, let's hope not. Willie says he grew up in the Hillsboro, Aloha area. A lot of Oregon talk.
Mm-hmm. My parents live in Hillsboro, North Carolina.
Well, there you go.
Yep.
You're practically siblings.
It's
really.
true. Separated at birth.
Wow. Oh shit! Yeah, Megan Bain and Chris Statlander is going to be the main event. We got 10 minutes left. Interesting. Eli says Monet Hogan on here. Who's she going to beat next? Athena, maybe?
No, I think Athena's going to beat her.
Okay.
You don't have Athena. No, she has to win.
Congratulations on yet another successful title defense.
And Rewind asking, what high school? Aloha High? That sounds cool. And Johnny saying, you can get the best KFC in Kentucky and the best Popeyes in Louisiana. Interesting. And Willie says, occasionally attended Aloha High School.
That's a good answer.
That's funny.
Me. I mean, who trained her? Who mentored her? I mean, whoever trained her knows nothing about professional wrestling. I mean, if I would have trained Billy Starks, she might have had a chance at beating me for this tonight. Who am I kidding, Renee? No, she wouldn't, because I am the greatest TBS champion of all time.
Rewind asks, did you get pushed down Freshman Hill, Willie?
Sounds mean.
Yeah.
On to 17 0. Bye, Renee. See you.
17-0. Almost like hologram. I think he's like 18-0.
Wait, she's been in the company for over a year almost, hasn't she? It was like right after last year's All In.
Something like that.
And she's only had 17 matches.
Eli says, I don't think they know how to order a card. I'm starting to wonder if one of us could get a job. I would love to. I guess we'd have to move to like Jacksonville or something. I don't know. I know that's where their headquarters is, but I don't know how much time they really spend there. I'm sure most of the wrestlers don't live in Jacksonville, so here comes the world champion Tony Storm.
That's awesome.
To the left, then some really I'm sure that won't be confusing.
I'll be right back. Oh, I must dump that over.
Before we get to our main event, let's take you.
Where did they say she's from? I was talking to not you, but to the people. The people.
I gotta teach you a lesson, Marissa.
Guarding things, top stage, finishing it inside the ring. Using a big space to sit. But it wasn't the top of the intervened, but unfortunately, it was you that was avoiding the game of not negative.
So Willie says negative about the going down the hill. Eli says like Revolution and now this, shouldn't they be consistent with the world title being main event? It used to be like really like that always needs to be the main event. But then when women's wrestling started to grow and become more like actual wrestling, I don't know, because I mean, like, would you put the men's title over the women's title? I think most people would say yes. But if you're trying to build both divisions equally, I would say that the women's title should main event some of the time. But it also makes sense to have like your best match on last. If it's not your world title match, you should maybe ask yourself some questions about why the champion has the belt. If you don't think they're going to be in the best match, but
Yes, thank you. I also hope this one happening with everything.
that is odd though. I definitely expected that to be the main event. Rewind says pill or the paddled you pick.
Huh?
Would you guys have to pick out your paddle? Is that what that's saying?
It's like Dazed and Confused.
Um,
You ever seen that?
No.
What?
Eric, as far as I know, he is. He's like an announcer. Not an announcer. What's the people that like go around and talk on behalf of the company? A representative, I think.
I don't know what you're
Big
talking
Show,
about.
whatever his name is. Paul White.
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, I just saw an
I don't know what he does anymore.
I read an interview with him recently where he was talking about how he was still with the company.
To face potentially for the AEW Women's World Championship.
Although I think
Last I saw him was when Powerhouse Hobbs
Body
slammed him
slam,
in that car.
he said what he was doing for the company, and I thought he said announcing, but like we would hear him if he was announcing, so I don't know.
Yeah, he would be talking like this.
What's even more interesting is like there was a women's title match this episode, and that wasn't main eventing.
I've realized that, and I've realized she has so
Say what?
many
Oh,
big-
yeah, interesting. Yeah, I don't know. It's a surprising main event, that's for
Mhm.
sure.
Well, she's amazing, sister. I'm the Stormodo dragon.
And Eli says Tony and May should have been the main event of Revolution, but they didn't do it then, but do it now. It's just something to think about. I feel like that feud's over, but I don't know. I don't know. Rewind says the word you were looking for was ambassador.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I don't think he meant that they should redo Tony and Mariah as a main event. I think he was saying
That sounds like exactly what he said.
no. He's saying if they didn't have them main event, why have these women with no titles main event this show now? Is what he's saying.
Oh,
Was-
I don't think that's what he said. Johnny points out Keith Lee hasn't wrestled since December 2023. Good.
He's ill. I mean, he was.
He had COVID.
Yeah, and he also had some like I think muscle problems or something from that.
But yeah, I mean, I'm not glad he was sick, but I'm glad he hasn't wrestled. I don't care for him. Maybe I know people liked him in NXT, but
That time is come and gone.
yeah, and yeah. Eli says exactly. Thank you, Kay. I said it's hard to type a book. Huh?
I got you.
Yeah, we love how much you guys have been commenting
Yeah,
tonight.
that's
It's been it's been fun. I love talking to people about wrestling or pizza or whatever, what the fuck ever, you know. It's fun. Wrestling the Pod, Dylan. That Mox match was BS, and Bane is winning this. Yes,
Yeah.
Bane. Yeah. I liked the Moxley and Copeland match. I'm kind of surprised they ended it the same way as the pay-per-view match, but I thought it was a good match. Willie says, I like Keith Lee. I do not care for Swerve. Oh, weird.
Whoa. That's
Is it just his
surprising.
gimmick or what, Willie?
And also follow-up question. Did you watch Keith Lee when he was in NXT? Because I find most people that speak highly of Keith Lee were there when he was in NXT. Because I do not get it.
Yeah, I don't know. I can change this ride.
When do you have him picking us
I
up?
only have 4 stars on Uber. What the fuck?
Did you not tip well?
I don't know. I always tip well.
No, I know you guys.
How the fuck is that?
I don't know.
I think one time I missed a ride.
Oh.
That's probably it.
Yeah. So Dylan from Wrestling the Pod says Bailey should have won or just give it to Ricochet. Don't need a triple threat for the belt.
Excuse me.
Boring. Willie says he watched NXT Takeover Portland. Oh, sorry, he's saying watch NXT Takeover Portland and then you will understand. Okay, cool.
All right.
Yeah, I'll check that out. I love when people can tell us like what specifically to watch to like better understand something.
Oh man, tired. So yeah, NCAA tomorrow. That'll be fun. Watch that most of the day.
So I grew up in Orlando, and maybe it just wasn't in my bubble of people, but I didn't even know college basketball was like really a thing. And then when I moved to North Carolina, I worked as like a substitute, and I started watching college basketball, so I would have something to talk to the other to talk to the other teachers about.
Oh,
because it was like all anyone talked about at any school I went. It's definitely weird.
Dylan says Gators winning the whole thing. Gator chomp.
My sister went there. So my brother-in-law. And Al Horford is from there, so I'd be okay with that.
Johnny asks, what soda are you getting with that pizza? I don't know. Maybe a Diet Coke, maybe.
I like water.
Ugh. I tell you what's really good is Sunkissed and pizza, but I'm trying not to drink sugar, so Diet Coke, I think.
I was thinking of Sunny Delight. What's Sunkissed? Is that just like orange soda?
Yeah. Dylan says pepper. What's it, what? I don't know what you mean. Ooh. Who said anything about pepper?
No, he's saying he would get a Dr. Pepper.
Oh, I say.
Oh, that's good.
Here, can you find it? No, Statlander.
I feel like it's like stupid expensive, but I would highly recommend Roots root beer. It is delicious.
I like a root beer.
They also have like a ginger ale that's like so gingery.
I love ginger.
It's like spicy almost.
Yeah.
Event battle.
Dylan says Dr. Pepper and Uda
So,
orange stuff.
so hungry.
Attacking Thomas to restore from behind, and then again this past Saturday. Collision with Chris Statlander.
Johnny says Aubrey should have called that a DQ. I don't know. I missed what you're talking about. Oh, maybe Penelope Ford interfered. Maybe.
Whoa.
Eli says Barks has caffeine in it. That's why I picked that one.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why it has a bite because it has caffeine.
I don't know.
Both these ladies are just
Most sodas have caffeine, don't they?
Root beer never has caffeine.
Root beer.
What?
Root beer.
Root beer.
Root beer.
When I'm feeling fancy, I like a
There's
good
another.
cream
Come
soda.
on. Penelope Ford interferes again. She's getting kicked out. Willie says, I'm enjoying this much more than the world title match. I don't know about that. And Rewind says, used to know this chick who made root beer barbecue sauce. What the hell? And it's really good.
There's like a thing, maybe this is all over the country. There's a bunch of people that make like meatballs in like a sauce that has grape jelly in it here. Have you heard of this? Yeah, weird. I think it's a southern thing, maybe.
This has been a very good Dynamite, I've thought.
Mhm.
All the way through. Pretty good.
Look at her outfit. It's so awesome.
What's got you nervous, champ?
I mean, look at the power. Look at the
I
power.
think Johnny puking over.
What the stamina's like when you're up top.
And Eli is asking, yeah, in a crock pot?
Yes, in a crock pot, yeah.
Sick. Oh!
They like bring it to like the Christmas party and stuff. I mean, it might be good. I don't eat it, but it does not sound good.
Another rough landing. But look at this Statlander. Asking Bane to charge in. She dribbles against him. These two women just exchanging suitcases.
Well, he says last week's tournament felt like a collision.
After these two women first crossed paths.
Rewind saying she also made ribs that were marinated in cherry coke. And it was good too. She was from Mississippi, where the blues is from. Eli says, yeah, we made those for special gatherings.
Mm.
Willie said, disregard that last week's Dynamite felt like a collision. Okay. And Eli says, that sounds amazing. Rewind. Johnny says, the person who made them probably was on Fear Factor a lot. And Rewind says, I met her on FetLife. What's FetLife? Oh, is that?
That's like social media for the BDSM community.
I see.
Kicking up. Both these athletes are really putting each other through the test. I'm telling you, it is physical.
Except I feel like they have more like events than people do on Facebook.
Eric asked, how does the ref know the match is over? So if they have an earpiece, someone's telling them. If they don't, usually the wrestlers tell them. So someone will say, go home. That means to end the match, whether it's the ref or the wrestlers.
So if it's not the ref and it's the wrestlers, how are they keeping time of how much television time they've used? Like I thought
They
that's why
estimate, or again, if the ref has an earpiece,
yeah.
they know exactly how much television time they've used.
I was just saying if the ref doesn't have an earpiece, they just guesstimate.
I think so. I think so. I don't know how else it would work. I mean, that's a good question, but I think it's just an estimate. Yeah. I can't see if Aubrey has an earpiece, so I'm not sure. Can't tell. I don't think so, unless it's tiny.
Bane now back inside the ring. Statlander is up, but not for long. Descent Megan Bane.
Eli says predictable result. Good job, Dylan.
Mhm.
And Willie's saying Tony Storm is probably my favorite part of AEW. She is definitely my favorite part of AEW. I mean, it's not like by leaps and bounds, because they have Will Ospreay and lots of amazing people, but yeah, she's the best.
And you met Tony Storm.
Hmm?
You met Tony Storm.
I did. I met Tony Storm.
Now we got Bane and Storm going on here.
She's
Yeah, we
great.
need to put up some of those pictures of everyone we met.
I have to print them first.
Print them.
How do you think we're putting them up if they're just
No,
digital
man,
images?
put them on the internet.
Oh, they are on the internet.
Oh, well.
They're on our website.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I met Sting, and we met Papa Shango, and Jake the Snake, and Kay met Darby Allin, and Tony Storm, and
Juice
Robinson.
Did you say Mick
Who else?
Foley?
Met Mick Foley. I've
Lex
met him
Luger.
twice before. Lex Luger, we
Dennis
met.
Rodman.
Dennis Rodman, we met. NWO for life. Dennis Rodman was the most expensive. And him and Sting.
Yeah,
We spent a lot of money.
yeah, we did.
But that was a lot of fun meeting all those guys and gal.
Yeah, it was really bad timing because like I had just gotten paid, and so we were like, "Oh, we have money. Let's get these
Yeah.
guys."
Willie says, right, back in the day, the backstage would communicate with the timekeeper, and the timekeeper would communicate with the ref. The referee would communicate with the wrestlers. Yeah, that's I forgot
what
about
they
that. That's true. Thank you. And Eli says, I met Yokozuna when I was a kid. That's cool.
They added a match to Dynasty.
All right. We got 3 matches. I was like 80 pounds and he was like 500 pounds. I have a picture and he's like 10 of me.
Huh.
I like Yoko. He's one of my favorite big guys. Fat guys, I mean. Yoko, Earthquake, Bastion Booger,
You're not gonna say Vader?
Vader. Vader's my favorite. All right. I'm tired, so let's do the thing. Best match, worst match, rating out of 5 bones.
Best match. I'm going with the international title match.
Number 1 contender match.
I'm sorry, number 1 contender match for the international title. Because unlike Dylan, I am okay with a 3-way. Because as I was watching this, I was like, oh, I don't even know. Oh gosh, what's it called? Triple threat.
Triple threat match.
I will never remember that that's what it's called. Because they're called fatal 4-ways. It throws me off. Anyway, worst match. I'm going with John Moxley and Adam Copeland,
Wow.
not because it was bad, but because everything else was really good. There wasn't anything remotely like squash-like on this, which I appreciate. I will give this 5 bones out of 5.
Wow.
4.5 bones out of 5.
And Eric gives it 4 bones. Eli gives it 3.5 bones. Wow, that is harsh. Willie says, good night, guys. Thank you. Always fun hanging out with you. See you tomorrow night. Yeah, thank you very much. And right, to remind people, AEW Weekly is tomorrow night at 6, and then at 7:50, we are doing a watch along for WCW Uncensored 95, which is on Peacock as always. Best match, international title, number 1 contender match, Ricochet and Bailey winning. Definitely. Worst match, I'm going to go with Bane and Statlander, which was still good, but I think it was the least good match. And I'm going to agree with Kay here. I'm going to give it 4.5 bones out of 5. I thought it was a great show. They moved some storylines along. Every match was good.
We have 2 new matches for Dynasty.
Right. So, yeah, great show, I thought. Eli says, I think a better arrangement of card, I would have given a better rating. Yeah, that makes, I see. Yeah, the main event should not have been the main event. I mean, Statlander and Bane.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it for us. Everybody, thanks for talking so much. It was fun talking to everybody. One more time, AEW Weekly, 6 o'clock tomorrow night with Kay and I. And then we are doing a watch along at 7:50 of WCW Uncensored 95. Friday we're off. Saturday at 10:55, Collision watch along. Sunday at 10:55, Collision watch along. Monday Raw watch along 7:55. Tuesday WWE Weekly at 6. And this schedule is already up on X. It's just a couple posts down. You'll see the big purple box. And that tells you, well, it tells you the fucking schedule. So yeah, so just check that out if you can't remember all that.
Or if you're worried that you're gonna forget, just subscribe and turn on notifications, and it will alert you
Good
when
call.
we go live.
Yeah, and please like this. Liking stuff, subscribing makes a big difference for us. We're trying to grow. We have been growing, but slowly. But oh well, it's still fun for us. But yeah, that's it. Have a good night.
We'll see you tomorrow.
I'm Chevy Chase, and you're not. And remember, use your turn signals, folks. Stay safe out there. Have a great night.